What is up, you guys? It's your boy Gamer Terminator 2 here today, bringing you guys a match of Call of Duty Black Ops on Stadium, and this is actually my highest score. It was close to 100 kills, the closest I've ever been to actually reaching 100. I've never actually done it, which kind of disappointing, but it was close. I actually had the chance to get 5 attack dogs, and I really loved this match. It was a match that I was playing with one of my friends back in the day, Robotic Ninja. Now his gamer tag is simply Superfly. And yeah, in this video I would like to talk about how I started gaming and everything. Well, I grew up without a father, and it wasn't difficult, but I would like not see my mom for a while. She had to go to work, and I would have to go to a cousin's house or just stay at home. Because we used to live in a we used to rent a room, and well, my cousins, they had the Nintendo 64. No, they had the Super Nintendo first, and we actually played what was it called? We actually played Street Fighter. That's the only one I can remember for some reason. Oh yeah, Mario. Mario was the shit back then. Mario, Super Mario World, I think it was called. It was the first game for the Super Nintendo, I believe. And we also played Street Fighter. That was an amazing game. I really loved it. I loved using the Kuma. It was an amazing, outstanding game, and I'm super excited to get Street Fighter Cross Tekken because it's gonna bring back a lot of memories, and it actually involves Tekken, which I don't really know much about, but I'm really looking forward to it because some characters look badass, such as Jin and Kazuya. Um, I believe that's the name. And we used to play that a lot. I would Every time I would go over or sleep over, I would always want to play it, and I'm pretty sure they were annoyed with me. Always wanted me to play it because I never had a system. I never actually had a system, and every time I would go over, I would want to play 24/7. And I'm pretty sure they were annoyed with me because now, when some of my cousins come over, um, just specifically one. He's always wanting to play PS3 or 360, which kind of like pisses me off because I don't like sharing my account. And well, yeah, I could kind of see how it gets annoying because all they want to do is just play, but they don't really have a system to play on. So, I mean, you kind of gotta understand. And also, the Nintendo 64. I went from the Super Nintendo to the Nintendo 64. I didn't actually have that system, but one of my other cousins that passed away actually had it. Rest in peace. I miss him so much. We always used to play. There was a soccer game for the Nintendo 64. I forgot what it was called, but it was badass. We always play that, and we actually had neighbors that we actually played that too. And I don't see how we actually played those games because it's kind of weird just seeing the Nintendo 64 controller with one little analog stick, and I don't see how back in the day we used to play like that because now the controllers are super different. And yeah, we used to play that and Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium was the shit. Um, you could actually choose your own Pokemons, and that game was. We would always battle. We would actually think we were Pokemon masters, and it was just cool. Pokemon Stadium. I remember Pokemon Snap, where you would actually take pictures of Pokemons. It was a badass days. Actually, we actually played Mario, the Super Mario 64. That was a great game. Other games were Super Smash Brothers. Let's see what else can I remember. Super Smash Brothers. Right, I still have my Nintendo 64 today. And oh yeah, Mario Kart. Mario Kart. I would always like battling with those little balloons. You get to like take away each other's balloons, just crash into each other, or just get like the little shells and throw them at the enemy. Mario Kart was cool. We would play split screen all the time. Pokemon Stadium. But yeah, gaming has always been around me ever since I was small. I didn't actually own the systems, But one time, my parents, my stepdad, he went to the flea market. He actually bought me a Nintendo 64, and that was the best day ever for me because I've never actually had a system. I would always go over to my cousin's house and play them, and I was just happy to get it. My first game was Pokemon Stadium. It was just one of my favorites. They would actually have mini games on there, and it was just cool. Oh, another game, Mario Party, where you had to hit the little block, and then whatever number you get, you would go that much spaces forward, or and there would be like mini games. That was actually cool. You get coins and stars. There's so many games back then, but well, gaming has always been in my life. My first system was a 64, and I actually went from getting the 64 to getting the PlayStation 2, and that day was just cool because it was unexpected. Also, they just bought it for me out of nowhere, and my first game for that was Dragon Ball Z Budokai, the first one, and that game. I mean, I was actually a big fan of the Dragon Ball Z series back then, but not that much anymore. I don't play it that much. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty now. There's so many games that I've actually played back then that I don't really play now. A great example, Dragon Ball Z. What else? Actually played FIFA a lot on the PS2. I switched over to the PS3, and uh, the gameplay seems like super slow. For some reason, it seems slow. So I actually quit that game after a while. And but now I'm back on it. Like I picked up on FIFA 12, and that game is super amazing. You guys should try it out. I like the Ultimate Team feature where you could create your own Ultimate Team. But yeah, gaming's actually been around me all the time. I'm just like super happy it has because it's one of my stress relievers. I actually game a lot. Um, my PS2, like Grand Theft Auto, that's when I used to play that game so much too. Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and well, getting the PS3 just changed my life so much though. Like the PS2 and the 64 were like they changed my life, but the 60 the PS3 uh, just having online it was just amazing. You could play with friends. I mean, you don't even have to do split screen, which was actually cool. And there was online Call of Duty. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 was the first Call of Duty I ever played, and I was just so addicted to it. I would never let it go. I actually have like 33 days on there on the PS3 version, which is kind of weird, but yeah, it's just saying that it was a great game, and it was my first, so yeah. I actually never liked shooting games. Like I would play Medal of Honor on the PS on the PS2, and then one of my friends in class, in my English class, Christian Decepticon, uh, he actually he actually told me to try it out when near December when Modern Warfare 2 came out. Um, and I actually tried it out and I fell in love with that game. I would be the person that didn't even like shooting games. I was like, man, they suck. And like I was just a hater towards shooting games, and now I'm like they're like my favorite now. I used to be a FIFA person. I used to like WWE wrestling games too. And well, yeah, this is actually my kind of story and how I started gaming and everything. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It was 97 and 7, one of my highest on Black Ops, and my highest in overall Call of Duty. And I also want to give a shout out to Get So Many Sotelo. I don't know her real name. Sorry, that's your Facebook. But yeah, what the fuck? No, I'm kidding. Well, I just want to say you cracked me up with your jokes, and you actually scared me when you said you flagged one of my videos. And well, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was your boy Gamer Terminator 2. Peace.